you heard me talk about this a little bit in the video. The longstanding agronomic experience, the trust and reputation of Yara. I think, as we've mentioned clearly, and you heard Terry say, getting this to scale globally is the number one driver of impact. And so, I think Yara's trusted relationship with farmers and the agriculture value chain for over 100 years is a really critical part. The second thing I will note to that is, even though we deeply believe in the support that Yara is providing us and what it means, agronomically to implement this on the field, I think it's important to note now that these programs are not tied to inputs or services. And so the question about nitrogen is an important one. Our goal is not to, use this as a lead generation machine. Our goal is to have impact on the farm level. And I think, in the future, as the clean ammonia initiatives are developing as Agoro is, we will start to see products that can play a bigger part in this. But I think it's very important to note now that this is not tied to other products or services, as you've kind of seen in other places in the market. The second thing, we've talked about it at length, so I'll keep short, but we've worked really hard to create creative, flexible incentives that are easy to understand and that make sense depending on the farm. So you heard Jack mention this, not just huge averages that might, hurt you or help you depending on what farm you're sitting on, but that there is a way to really localize this depending on your farm and to have incentives that fit your operation. As I said, I think this has to be a practical business decision. We're not asking people to implement things that don't make sense. And so we have to work together on that. And the third, I also mentioned, but our commitment to delivering the service, right? I think in these early days, you've seen a lot of programs coming online, people trying to move fast in the market, people trying to get their partners and farmers connected and signed on. And I think our number one differentiator will be our service that we provide in doing this. And Yevon said it so beautifully, your success is our success. If we can't support you to do this, nothing else matters. And so I think you'll see us clearly differentiating in the way that we provide service to the farmer and to the partners in the ecosystem.